today I'm at a place called Jackson Heights in New York. It's in a place, a county called Queens, and so Queens is the second. So Queens is the second biggest county. The first is Brooklyn, and it was named after probably one of the queens from the UK. So the interesting part about Jackson Heights is that this is the first garden city in the United States. And what that means is like so earlier they only had Manhattan, and people wanted to move out and get more space, right? So somewhere in 1898 they decided to develop this city of Queens and Jackson Heights and stuff like that. So the architect who took up the task, he was building these garden cities in the UK, which meant that we got to go that side towards the thing. So he built some garden cities in the UK, which meant, what that means is you have a bunch of gardens alongside properties. You should stop. I don't know what's happening. Why did you not go? Okay. So what you have is a bunch of gardens. So you build a couple of gardens and you build housing around it, instead of how Manhattan built up, where they just ended up building a lot of buildings, right? So this was the first garden state, and then like in 1922 was the first time they broadcasted on the radio for selling houses and apartments in this place. So this place is not even 100 years old. And like Jackson Heights itself is about not Jackson Heights. So there is population here is about 100,000, and Queens has a population of about 2.25 million. And 1 in 14 people in Jackson Heights are unemployed, as compared to Queens. So Queens has an 8% unemployment, and Jackson Heights in general has 7% unemployment. So it's still better. About 59% of people in Jackson, sorry, not 59, 25% are below the poverty line. That's the other fun fact.
You know a lot of that.
Yeah. And Jackson Heights was named after John C. Jackson, who was one of the descendants of the Queen. We got to go there. Raja Sweets and Foods.
Right now we're in Jackson.
Yeah, so we are in Jackson Heights. So, but wait. Oh yeah, anywhere. This way, that way, anyway. Yes, it's an all way. It's an all way, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
So, where was I? Jackson Heights, yeah. The descent of the Queen. Oh, we're here now. We're in this place called Raja Sweets and Fast Food. Alright, let's go. And you're probably aware of Brooklyn Heights, right? Brooklyn Heights. So Jackson Heights was named so Brooklyn Heights is also known as Kings County, and this is called as Queens County. So they wanted it. This was supposed to be a luxurious place for most of Jackson Heights. That's why they gave it the Heights thing. Otherwise, it was just named after Jackson. So that's a little backstory on how this came. This whole place is also called Little India, Jackson Heights, and like other parts are called Little, Pakistan or something. There are other places.
So who started building first here in Jackson? The Indians?
Yeah. No. The king or the what do you call the architect? He decided to come here and make this a garden city, because this was like his first project out of the nation.
Wait, the king?
Not the king, the architect.
Oh, the architect.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of story.
That's cool.
I don't know when everybody else came and settled here, but this is what. All right.